Welcome to RCA's Career and Compliance Series. I am Ashley Gehrig, Lead Curriculum Development Director at the RCA. We would like to share recent research regarding an emerging career opportunity. Most job seekers are searching for rewarding careers with upward mobility. To advance your career, RCA interviewed the senior leadership of the top regulator in the United States, the National Futures Association, which oversees the commodities, futures, and forex markets comprising the largest global financial market. RCA is proud to introduce the speakers for this briefing: Thomas Sexton, CEO of the National Futures Association; Regina Thole, Senior Vice President of Compliance for the National Futures Association; and Dr. Walter Zebrowski, Chairman of the Regulatory Compliance Association and Managing Principal for De Morgan Capital. Before we hear from Mr. Sexton, Ms. Thole, and Dr. Zebrowski, we would like to share with you the current compensation levels for compliance officers. As you can see from the compliance levels graphic for compliance officers, few career paths can match the opportunity that exists, coupled with incredibly generous compensation levels. To enhance your understanding of the rewarding and upward mobility of careers in compliance, let's listen to Mr. Sexton, CEO, and Ms. Thole, Senior Vice President of Compliance of the National Futures Association, the top regulator in the United States.
What are the job prospects for compliance roles, and are the number of jobs increasing or decreasing, and how are those roles changing? So, Regina?
So I think the jobs are increasing. I think there's just been a constant, steady need for compliance individuals, and I don't see that changing in the next 5 to 10 years. I think that the ability, as Tom mentioned, to use technology to help you embrace how you stay on top of changes that are going on in the industry will really be important for those that are coming in to these types of roles. I think, as you mentioned, the healthy skepticism is all part of, how do you do your job as a compliance officer, the role that you have in whatever company, whether it's a hedge fund, a broker-dealer, a futures commission merchant. I think you really have to make sure that you're assessing the tools that you can have, or make sure you have them, to oversee the ways that you monitor your staff. It's become a very large and global marketplace. So I think the ways that we communicate is, both you and Tom have talked about, text, instant messages, emails. You as a compliance personnel have to have the ability to ensure that you are properly reviewing those, that if you see something that doesn't make sense, whether it's using some type of artificial intelligence to help you look for keywords in various emails or instant messages, those are technology issues that you're going to grapple with as a compliance personnel. But in order to make sure that you're staying ahead of the game, you have to look for different ways to be able to do your job the most effectively and efficiently in possible way.
Tom, perhaps you could share your ideas there as well.
Sure, and agree wholeheartedly with everything that Regina said. I think just to pick up on some of those common themes and some of what you also added after our last response, I think that qualifications in accounting and finance and legal are going to be very important for compliance professionals going forward. But I also think that given the movement to technology and quantitative type analysis, that those are also going to be skills that are in demand going forward. So I don't see any diminishment in the compliance function at firms and at regulators. And I think going forward that skill sets of any combination of what we mentioned are going to be vitally important for compliance professionals.
And so you see the job prospects remaining strong for the next 5 to 10 years?
I do.
We trust you found the foregoing briefing informative. As you can see from the compensation levels graphic for compliance officers, few career paths can match the opportunities that exist, coupled with the incredibly generous salary levels. For more information on how to advance your career in compliance, contact a curriculum advisor today by visiting www.rcaonline.org/careers and compliance. Again, to contact a curriculum advisor, visit www.rcaonline.org/careers and compliance.